Hey there guys, this is Sarah McDonald from sarahsmcdonald.com, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about leverage in your business and what you're doing, particularly for those mums who are time poor like myself if you have kids. So I want to ask you three questions about what you're currently doing with your work or your job, and whether or not you're implementing those things into your work, and how that could actually benefit you, and maybe a way to move forward. So the three questions, well, the first question I want to ask you is, are you leveraging yourself? Now, when I say leveraging yourself, I mean, are you multiplying your efforts? So rather than being what I would call coin operated, so you're working, say, an hour for an hour's pay, a really good business, and one that Robert Kiyosaki would talk about, particularly with investments and on the business side, so on the right side of the cash flow quadrant, you're talking about leveraging your time or your money. Okay, so investments are really good for leveraging your money and leveraging your time. Businesses, particularly like network marketing businesses, the one I'm in, which is Sensi, which is fantastic. I can leverage myself and I can multiply my efforts over and over again. So essentially I can make money while I sleep, which is pretty good considering I'm up most of the nights with my 8-month-old with her teething. So that's really awesome. The other thing too with leverage, particularly with products, if you're selling products with a business, you want to be able to have something that you can have samples so that you can send out. So for example, with what I do with Sensi, I make samples and I can give these out to people, I can send them out, I can post them all over the country, and I can have my samples and my products actually working for me rather than me having to go out and work to get the sales, if that makes sense. Okay, so I think that's really important. The second question I want to ask you is, are you able to incrementally or massively increase your income over time? So for the efforts that you put in, are you able to see a consistent growth in your income? So for example, if you're at a normal job, you've probably got a salary. Okay, and usually that salary remains fixed. So even if you do a huge amount of effort and you put in massive amount of hours, that salary is not going to change. So it's not going to reflect the effort that you're actually putting in. Whereas if you do something like if you have a business, particularly with my experience with a network marketing business, so for me that was with Sensi, what I saw was from my first pay to my first monthly pay to my current pay, there was a 3,000% increase, which is pretty huge, I think, if you compare that to a normal job, right? And that to me is, I can then see the results coming back from the efforts that I put in. So, and that's pretty, I would say pretty much a lot bigger than any raise you might ask for in a normal job. Okay, so first we had leverage, and are you able to see an increase in your outcomes, in your rewards, in your monetary rewards over time? And the third question I want to ask you is, are you able to expand your influence just from, what am I supposed to say? Can your influence be larger than just where you are in your local area? Okay, do you have any geographical boundaries? So if you're doing a job, for example, well, let's say you're just doing some local work, unless you actually run a business where you can expand internationally, you're going to be limited to your reach pretty much to your local area. If you have a business that you can actually expand internationally, then all of a sudden your efforts and your reach have just been multiplied exponentially. So for example, I would, going back to my example with Sensi, I can sell and sponsor teamies all around the world. Okay, so I can actually have an international business right here from my lounge room. So currently I have teamies all over Australia, New Zealand, United States, Canada, So it's pretty awesome to think that I can have this huge growing international business from my lounge room without actually having to to visit or to go to those places. So that's really amazing. That's one of the things I love about this business too. Okay, so there's three things I want you to ask yourself. Can you leverage yourself with what you're currently doing? Can you get large increases in your pay, and like, do you have a capped income, or is your income able to grow in accordance with the efforts that you put in? And thirdly, do you have the possibility for international expansion or reach? So those are things I want you to ask yourself. And if you don't have those things and you're thinking, wow, okay, I want those things. I want to be able to leverage myself and make sure that I can replicate myself. I want to have an income that can grow and it's not capped, because it's so much more exciting thinking that, hey, next month my pay might be even bigger than this month, in accordance with the efforts that I put in. So you want to be rewarded for what you do rather than just be on a capped salary. And for me, for example, I'm far happier putting all the efforts into a business that I know is going to benefit my family and my girls, than putting all my efforts into someone else's business that is building their dreams, and which is fine because they've got their dreams, but our family's got our dreams too. So for mums out there that are thinking, what can I do? I would highly suggest to get into a really good network marketing business, because with social media and the internet now, it's so much easier to expand your reach and to have a great effect on so many other people as well. Okay. And yeah, again, and when you're looking at a business, make sure you do have that international reach, that you can grow your business internationally, because it's so amazing when you can, because then you're not limited to just your local area. Like, you don't have a geographical boundary, like, oh, I can't sell outside this area. Make sure you do one that has no geographical boundaries. All right, awesome. If anyone does want to talk to me about Sensei, please just you can email me, admin@sarahsmcdonald.com. You can Skype me, sarahmacca82 on Skype, or you can just inbox me on my Facebook page, and I'm usually pretty responsive. So yeah, awesome guys. So just ask yourself those questions and have a really good think about it, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. And please let me know feedback and what you think, and if you have any questions on this topic. All right, thanks guys, bye.